So it's been a little while since we've done a NECA TMNT review, and we have another addition to their movie realization line, and that is Shredder's Throne from Secret of the Ooze. Now, if you're racking your brain to think of when was this in the movie, well, it wasn't. This was actually in one of the trading cards you see, and it was in some promotional behind-the-scenes footage, but it never made it to the final cut of the film. So you can see it here on the trading card, but you will not see it in the movie. I think it gives you a little ambiance and a little bit of sort of atmosphere to your display. It has a lot of elements of that junkyard in there, so cool nonetheless. This was revealed, I want to say, a long time ago, maybe Toy Fair 2023, maybe even before that, but it was up for order finally in SDCC of last year, 2024. It was supposed to ship by the end of the year. It did not. It's finally here. So it's quite a large piece, and I think it retailed, I want to say, between $125 and $150 for just this throne. It doesn't come with any figures or anything. So we'll be checking it out. And of course, we'll throw some of the figures on there so you can see how they look around this little set. But here's the box. It's got artwork on the front. Pretty cool artwork, I gotta say, of Shredder, that Secret of the Ooze Shredder. And then on the back, you can see the throne and a bunch of different angles of the throne, and then just Shredder. Nothing else with this. It's a throne, you sit on it. So I don't need to show you any action shots, but that is basically the box here for the throne. One of their larger pieces they've done so far in this series. Now, they've had the VHS boxes, obviously those are tall, but they're just the 4 figures, so they're very thin. And they've had the accessory packs. They're about this size, and they're only half the width. So this is one of the larger singular boxes for this scale of the series. So kind of cool that we're getting this large, almost like playset type of atmosphere for it. So why don't we just come on in close and check this guy out. Okay, here is the throne. Now, what's really cool about this is there's a little assembly required. These barrels, they're kind of detached, so if you wanted to, you could just move them around and display them anywhere, which is really cool. But they sit in these nice little grooves here to fill out the rest of this throne. You can see some tail exhaust pipes here. You can see all different car parts, car seat here, and other parts from the junkyard. Some mud in the base there. Spinning it around, you get some little machine there, some rebar. In the back, you get this little furnace. This propane tank comes out, actually. It just fits in a little groove in there, but you can pop that out right there. And you can see all these different sides of cars and whatnot that are mangled here and fit into the space. And more little car parts on the side here. A lot of detail on it. Now, these come out here because this is it doesn't come in the box like this, so you could slip these out. There's a little pressure-fitted point here that just slides in to when you want to assemble it. So if you wanted to keep it stored in the box when you're not using it, that might be a smart way to keep it from, you know, breaking apart if you just have it out. But a lot of fun little detail on that. I even like the propane tank, and I'll take it out here just to show you. Even got an independently colored nozzle on there, and they did a great job on that propane tank. So that just sits in the back there. Everything kind of fits in all together in a nice little roundabout way there, and you have this nice throne. Now, it is kind of designed for this Shredder, which is the Ultimate Shredder that came out. It was originally a Walmart exclusive. I believe it is now on NECA's site too. So if you want to get it, if you didn't get it from Walmart originally, you could get it from NECA Direct, and you don't have to pay an obscene fee for it. So it's only $35, I think, is retail, but at one point it got up to like, I don't know, 80 bucks or something like that for all the scalpers online. So here we go. We have him with his cape. You can drape it around however you want in there, and he fits really nice. I mean, he's designed to work in this throne, so he could sit in there really nice, and you could surround him with some of his foot soldiers. Now, these are the Secret of the Ooze foot soldiers. The difference being they are a little more gray than the standard foot soldiers. The ones that came for the first film, they were more black. So the outfit, and I think that makes sense. Like, these are, I call them the foot soldier remnant. The costumes are a little grimy, so they're a little bit more gray, because these are the guys that escaped the battle at the end and made it to the fallback point. So you could still get these guys available too. I saw them at Walmart the other day. The 2-pack is still there, so you can still get foot soldiers to round out your little set here in your display, however you want to do it. And there was 2 kinds of these foot soldiers. There was only one kind of the original. So the only other one is this larger one here. That came in the Kino 2-pack. where he's training. This was from the scene where they're getting the ooze from the lab. There was one large foot soldier in there. So this is the only other kind of body shape you're going to find for the foot soldiers. And of course, where would he be without his number 2? So we could put Tatsu in here as well. We finally got that ultimate Tatsu. You can check out a review on Tatsu. I don't think his costume changed from movie to movie, so I'm going to use the first movie Tatsu in here. But this is sort of a display you can make up for this. Of course, you got Tokon Razar out there as well. I'm not really sure it was intended for this scene, but I think it looks pretty cool to be able to build it out here with all these other little aspects, not just having the foot soldiers there, but I mean the detail that is in this set. So it looks really great. I love the fact that you can separate these if you just want to get a little bit more atmosphere and take them a little further out. But you know, the complete look would be to have them in their little grooves here. You can see the slotted grooves here in the mud, so it's pretty easy to know where these are going to fit in. And then you get, like, I think this is a battery. I mean, just a lot of fun detail, and the paint applications are amazing. Look at that rust going around the edges of these things. They look like real little sheets of metal. It's so cool. And they have, like, in the back here, this, even on where you're not seeing it, like the car door inside, all detailed there. So full 360 of this thing. You can see all the great detail all the way around. They did a great job on this thing. Totally worth it. I don't know if you could still get it. If you can, I'll put a link up for it. This was a NECA Direct. You were not going to find this in a store. You were not going to find this anywhere else. This was direct from NECA to you, and you had to pre-order this, and they had a long run on it. So if you missed out on it, I mean, that was your fault. It wasn't like a limited supply. They had it for several months. They were taking orders on this thing. So it's, you know, their model for the most part is made to order. So they'll take however many pre-orders they will for a certain window, and then they'll close it and they won't re-offer it. They did re-offer Tokon Razar after a while, so sometimes they'll bring them back. They'll be in like a different box set or something, but usually it's the whole complete figure. So like I said, this guy's still available. You can get him to put on your throne if you missed him the first time. Tatsu, I think, is still available from Walmart. You'd have to check, but I know these guys are still available. They're on shelves. There's still plenty of the Secret of the Ooze Foot Soldier 2-pack, so you can definitely get these. The only accessory they have, the other ones don't have from the first movie, are these Eskrima sticks, so that's their bonus little fun accessory. So that is your look at the Secret of the Ooze Shredder's Throne from the movie realization line. If you want to check out other movie realization figures, we have that Casey Jones with Motorbike, which was another realization that was not from the film, so you can check that one out too. And of course, we'll be bringing you more coverage, and we'll be seeing NECA at Toy Fair, so we'll see what they have in store for us for the next year. But that is all for your look at this great little throne slash playset. So kind of a quick one today. Not a lot of functionality show off with the throne. It's just a beautiful display piece. As you saw, you could take some of those elements out, and you could have a little fun with them, placing those barrels around that propane tank. I wish NECA would just sell a whole, just like little mini box of elements to put into displays. They made some great things. We showed you that trash bag that came with the Kevin Eastman figure that was the sanitation worker. So stuff like that comes with there. They did some great things in the accessory pack, but like some of these little ambiance elements would be nice for the junkyard. So if you just got some parts to like build out a little box set, that'd be kind of cool. We're just kind of like street clutter for adding to your street scene diorama. So stuff like that would be really cool if NECA would just kind of generic stuff to put out there, and you could use it for anything, not just for the Turtles collection. So it'd be nice to have that. I'm sure other people do in Etsy or whatnot, but NECA did a really good job with these. I just wish we'd see more of them. So this is a fun little set. I'll put a link up if it's still available. This was NECA Direct. The Shredder is available from NECA Store. These guys are available at Walmart, so check your Walmart. It might even be online as well. I think the Kino pack might be tougher to get a hold of if you want the larger foot soldier. It's kind of hard to tell from this one here. It's got a bit of a gut on him. And then the Tatsu was a Walmart exclusive. Awesome figure. Check out our review of Tatsu. We don't really know what's next. We're keeping an eye out for what we might see from the film. Of course, we had those two packs we just showed you that was recently showed off. The next figure, I want to hope it's Casey Jones and Foot Soldier Disguise. If you check our short from SDCC 2023, you will see a teaser for it. It's in the case. It's very, very brief, but you will see it, and you can tell the ruffled hood underneath his mask is essentially the look from the movie for that Casey Jones. So that was kind of a secret tucked away into that display that NECA set up. So hopefully that is the next movie figure that we see. It'd be nice. There's a lot of other characters they could do still. We're still missing the Paige Turco, April O'Neil from Secret of the Ooze. That's kind of a core one. April's cameraman would be a nice one as a foot soldier cameraman 2-pack. And other than that, there's just a lot of background characters. So there's not a whole lot left in this line. I hope we get those ones we're missing. But for now, this is awesome to add this to your display to build out sort of your junkyard scene for Secret of the Ooze. So definitely pick it up if you can. If not, maybe they'll re-offer it at some point. I'm not sure. So that's all for this time. Of course, we're going to have more Turtles news. We're going to have plenty more NECA news as products are released. We got more Last Ronin this year. You know, we know about the Ghost Brothers and we know about Casey Marie and a couple other figures, so tune back for that. We'll be wrapping up our Marvel superheroes I want to call it segment. It's the 7-part series that we did. We'll be wrapping that up this week. After that, we got a fun one for February. I'll tease it at the end of that video, what sort of our theme is going to be for Vintage Throwback in February, and some modern aspects as well. So keep tuning back, like, subscribe, and follow. We'll see you guys next time.